does hearing work? Sound waves enter the ear canal and make the eardrum vibrate. This action moves the tiny chain of bones, or ossicles, in the middle ear. The last bone in this chain knocks on the membrane of the window of the cochlea and makes the fluid in the cochlea move. The fluid movement then triggers a response in the hearing nerve. The outer part
of the ear, referred to as the pinna, channels sound traveling in the air into the ear canal. It is made up of cartilage and soft tissue so that it is flexible, yet keeps its particular higher pitched sounds enhanced by the shape of the ear canal so as they reach the tympanic membrane, more commonly known as the eardrum. Sound is transformed into mechanical vibration at the eardrum. The configuration of the external ear selectively boosts the sound pressure between 30 and 100-fold for frequencies around 3 kHz. The amplification makes humans especially sensitive to frequencies in this range. Another important function of the pinna and cochlea is to selectively filter different sound frequencies in order to provide cues about the evaluation of the sound source. The convolutions of the pinna are shaped so that the external ear transmits more high-frequency components from an elevated source than from the same source at the ear level.
The middle ear begins with the tympanic membrane at the end of the ear canal. The middle ear contains 3 tiny bones called the ossicles. The malleus is connected to the tympanic membrane, and then comes the incus and the stapes. They are all connected and it creates a domino effect. These 3 bones form a connection from the eardrum to the inner ear. As sound waves hit the eardrum moves back and forth, causing the ossicles to move. As a result, the sound wave is changed to a mechanical vibration. The inner ear contains the sensory organs for hearing and balance. The cochlea is the hearing part of the inner ear. The semicircular canals in the inner ear are a part of our balance system. The cochlea is a bony structure shaped like a snail with 2 fluids, endolymph and paralymph. The organ of Corti is the sensory receptor inside the cochlea which holds the hair cells, or the nerve receptors for hearing. The mechanical energy from movement of the middle ear bones pushes the membrane in the cochlea. This force moves the cochlea's fluids that, in turn, stimulate tiny hair cells. Individual hair cells respond to specific sound frequencies so that, depending on the pitch of sound, only certain hair cells are stimulated. Signals from these hair cells are changed into nerve impulses. The nerve impulses are sent out to the brain by the cochlear portion of the auditory nerve. The auditory nerve carries impulses from the cochlea to relay station in the midbrain, the cochlear nucleus. These nerve impulses are then carried on to the other brain pathways that end in the auditory cortex of the brain. Also housed within the inner ear are semicircular canals, the utricle, and the saculum. These structures help control one's sense of steadiness or balance. These balance organs share the temporal bone space with the cochlea. These organs also share the same fluid that is in the cochlea, and that is how hearing works.